I am on my way to one of the most traditional distilleries in Ukraine, Chustov, a distillery that makes cognac since 1803. My goal in this place is to know its techniques, its recipes, and enjoy, why not, the excellences of his precious cognac.
Here we will start with our first tasting.
Wow.
In the tasting order of 5 Gold Dukes that you have, we will taste 5 types of our best cognac, Gold Duke. And this cognac already out of the production, because we have now, see, it's 34 years, and in the shop you now can find only 39 years.
Wow.
You can take your cognac.
Yes.
The first time distillation was invented many years ago, when the old Eastern scientists, they tried to find the philosophical stone, they tried to find eternal life, so
Yes.
they distill everything they can see. Leaves, plants, animals.
This device belongs to this picture?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we also put the hand over here, and they use it like a press for making the wine, the juice, for example, grape juice. Later it will become wine.
It was Dutch merchants who began to distill this virtuous wine to extract its spirit, the famous spiriti vini or aquavite of the alchemists, irreplaceable spagyric puzzle piece in almost all master formulas and pharmacocultural of those times. This gentleman is Chevalier de la Croix-Mahon, a 16th century alchemist.
He was visited by the devil, and the devil put him in the boiling water. Once, nothing happened, he put him in the boiling water twice. He woke up, he understood it was just a dream, but he wasn't scared. He think that the devil give him an advice. If he think he want to take my soul boiling me twice, I will also take the soul out of the wine, boiling it twice.
So he went to his retort and distilled his spirit of wine for the second time, giving rise to the first Spiriti Vini Rectificatus, also called aquavite, water of life, or simply cognac eau de vie. Technically, cognac belongs to the brandy family. It's a kind of brandy that basically differs from the other brandies for having been made in the Cognac region of France, the only site that has the geoclimatic characteristics and legal requirements to produce an authentic cognac. The Charentais is a model of alembic invented in the 16th century in the French region Charente. The design is so efficient and continues to be used today. To produce cognac, the wine is heated in a mushroom-shaped vessel that carries the liquid through a pipe leading to the boiler, where it is subjected to a heat of 78 degrees Celsius. Alcohol is sent to the gooseneck from the alembic, then goes back into the mushroom. This astuteness that reaches the bottom of the tank warms the wine even more, which then descends almost boiling to the boiler. Encouraged by the heat, the distilled spirit gains the necessary strength to reach the final stretch of the root, where it condenses and cools before proceeding to its aging process in oak barrels.
So if you want, you can finish this one.
Yes.
Already? Ah, good.
Yes. Incredible.
What do you think?
This
about?
is 34 years?
34 years.
Wow.
34, and now we have the 37.
Oof.
And if you try at home some different cognacs, you always should start with the youngest one, and take the older.
A few tools are enough for the making of the barrels, but being so specific it could make the mission useless if only one is missing.
So when we receive the, like for example, 60 years old cognac alcohol, just not to spoil it in the oak barrel, we put it in the glass tubes. Because in the glass the cognac stops aging. Yeah? If we put here like 50 years old cognac, in 10 years it still will be 50 years.
Beautiful flasks. Perfect uteri for future generations of aquavite.
In this shell, you can see how the color of the cognac alcohol change with the time spent in barrel. Here is the freshly distillated 70 degrees liquid. Here is after 3 to 5 years in barrel, 6 to 8 years in barrel, 10 to 12 and 15 and more years in barrel. But I don't know if it's any difference between Argentina and Ukraine, yeah? I mean in production of the cognac. But if you will buy, try to make this procedure. For example, you buy, for example, 5 years old cognac, take the bottle and compare it to the old 15 years cognac. It should be lighter. Yeah, the color should be lighter. Not same, or even if it's more brighter, don't take this cognac. It's too much sugar inside.
What's the reason of the color? Is related to the oak?
Yes,
yeah.
Because we burn the barrel outside.
I see.
Yeah, and we will see the process now, and you will understand.
Countless celebrities expressed their favoritism for Shustov cognac. The list goes from Mikhail Bulgakov, Agatha Christie, Winston Churchill, Frank Sinatra, until you get to the very imperial court of the Tsar of Russia.
It's the last emperor of the Russian Empire, the Nikolai II. In the 1912, the Shustov received the title of the supplier of the Russian Emperor court. I offer to take the glass of the water first.
Okay.
And you can take the third cognac. It's also the 37 years Gold Duke, but it's a special one. It's the collectionary edition with the winery barrel finish. Yeah, this cognac inside this bottle won the first prize on the same year blind tasting in the Paris. All the juries gives our cognac Grand Prix, and after this win we have the right to put the sign cognac on our bottles, not brandy. So now in front of us is the biggest barrel of the whole Ukraine. The amount of this barrel, the liquid amount of this barrel is around 16,000 liters.
Wow.
16,000 liters. My cables cross. I am stunned. The high rate of ethyl vapors that condense in the cellar air reflects a beam of light across the chest of my proud guide. We are in a cloud of ether. My host resumes the course of the expedition. I am quite high. I wonder if I can live without this fragrance ever again. Suddenly my guide disappears. Why so fast? When he appears again, I know he is actually an angel. An ancient spirit that escaped from a battle.